welcome back, guys. Remember, this is Relationships Wednesday, and we're still on our segment, hashtag keeping it real. Remember, you can engage with us on social media using the hashtag KTN Life and Style. Right about now, I'm very warm and I'm very excited because finally, chai imekuja. So let's hope it's able to rest my Ukikuyu self. So this shrubbing thing can stop, you know. So right now, we've been joined by CEO Ruth Matete for music school. And I should mention that she's also a minister, and she's she's the one that I said she was coming. She was like running late. But she's finally here. Fashionably late because
and she looks mad cute.
Hello.
So
Did
it's fine.
really good.
I am running late.
Yeah, I did.
She actually did.
It's unavoidable. You know, we understand.
No, I think we use it as an excuse.
Yeah.
If you know you're going somewhere,
you might
plan.
as well.
Should be.
Also, you're
I
a
take the
CEO,
blame.
so
You're a busy
No.
chick.
Yeah.
you're busy. We just assumed you're very
Busy sleeping?
Oh.
I mean,
Let's
it's early
continue,
morning.
yeah.
Please. But
Yeah.
anyway, thank you for covering up for me.
No, we are very thankful that you woke up.
Yes, and that you
And you
finally
came.
made it here because
We appreciate. We know it's not easy.
I can't
That's
even believe I'm here.
We set several alarms, so we know. We know it's a difficult thing we usually
How
ask
many
people
times
to
did
do.
you snooze? I think I did 3. Oh, Lord.
And of course, we have David Mulamwa. He's a content creator. You can also check him out on Instagram.
Yeah.
His comedy is lit. The reason why Ruth Matete forms a very core part in this discussion today is because our main topic for the day was how you actually realize that trauma that you went through affected or gets to affect your relationship with your friends, family, boyfriends, you know, romantic relationships as well.
Yeah.
So, and leaning back on that, we went through your story and you've been very vocal about it. Maybe you can tell us how, if you don't know the story, by the way, catch it up on YouTube, right? There is a lot on the same. You can tell us how you started your healing process because clearly you're in a much better place.
And shout out to you for that. 'Cause
That's
not
mad
something.
strong.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's
People-
mad
a lot of people aren't
strong.
able
We
to do it.
respect you so much for that, and we really admire your strength.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, with the topic for today, trauma and if it affects your relationships,
Yes.
the answer is a definite yes. It definitely affects you, regardless of what kind of trauma you're talking about. It could be sexual abuse, just violence or emotional abuse, whatever it is. Maybe you lost a loved one at a very tender age and you're not able to deal with that trauma.
Yeah.
And probably growing up, you end up having PTSD, you know. And I went through a couple of them. I don't know if I've been able to share much, but I went through violence because my mother and my father, when they got me, they were both in high school. And so, as fate would have it, they never ended up together. And my mom got married to another man. My father got married to another woman. And I stayed with my mother, of course, for the first 8 years or 7. But at around 7 years, and in those 7 years, I must say it was very hard. My mom was able to get other kids with this other man. So I have a step sister and a step brother. But it wasn't good. The man was not good to both of us, like my mother and myself, and even his own children.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was just an abusive home. But I think it was more on me because I wasn't his blood, you know. So never took me to school, you know, always beating me up. And my mother, I was the one doing all the chores. I tell people, he used to tell me to, like, fetch water in everything that is able to hold water. Mpaka kijiko.
Yeah.
So the way you put it on the spoon is you lean it like this. You put a stone down here so we can lean, and then that space, you know, where now the food, you know, where you used to take the food is where I put water. Not because he wants to use the water, just for
punishment.
You know, punishment. What is that? I mean,
That's
you understand?
ridiculous. What?
I mean, I don't know how I can remember that. You know, you might not be able to remember all the things that happened to you, but there are some that just stick because it's just out of the norm. So it was really bad. And then at 7 or 8 years, my mom introduced me to my now biological father because all along I didn't know that that was not my father. So I meet my father. I'm like, this is your father. Like, yo,
That's also very
I
shocking.
have
but
the one I was staying with is so, but anyway, blood is thicker than water. So it was very easy for me to connect with my father.
Yeah.
He was different from where I was coming from. He was loving, he was caring, he was sweet, he was, so I think it was also easier for me to connect with him because I
Yeah.
had not known that. And so all that time we were staying in Kakamega, but then now my father of course was staying in Nairobi, so I came with him to Nairobi, met this other lady that he was married to, and she was nice for the first 5 seconds. Then
Wow.
sorry, I mean, it wasn't good.
It felt
Also,
like the
yeah,
first time.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it was also bad, beating me almost every day, and the beating there, I think, because I was now almost 8 years, I could remember more. I can remember more when I was in Nairobi than what when I was in Kakamega, because I
Yeah.
was still dogo sana, and I was saying, there's an instant where she used to beat me. I was naughty, yes, but kuna kichapo ingine.
I think all kids are naughty.
And also, all kids are naughty.
I mean, at eight,
yeah, you're testing.
You're allowed to be.
It's like recent internship attachment. You have to go through life.
I was on another level. Let's just I was on another level. But like, I wasn't just doing things on the right at the right time, so to speak. Like ukitoka shule, I was supposed to go home, probably do my homework, shower, and if I don't do that, then I deserve a beating. So after that, she just packed her stuff and left.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just packed. One time she just came and packed. She was packing everything, and me, I was like, here, tunahama. Alikuwa nahama peke yake. And that's how she went. And my dad decided, you know what? I think I'm
Acha
it's
tutukae.
just you and me.
Was your dad aware of the excessive physical
Yes, he was,
beating
because
from-
I used to tell him. But now it's very hard for a man. What are you going to choose? Who are you going to choose? This is your blood. This is your wife. So it's very hard to solve
Yeah,
such a case.
yeah, that's
I
true.
totally, understand his situation. So, I mean, you have to make peace with your wife, but also you have to show your daughter that you're actually on her side. It was not an easy situation for him, but the lady went, and later on she died. When I came to Nairobi 6 months later, my mother died. So I was just
Wait, before your biological mom died, were you already you were already connected to your dad, but had you started living with your biological dad?
yes, 6 months. Just maybe 6 or 7 months, and then she died. Because immediately I came to Nairobi, that's when,
And around the
my-
same time, this lady had already started mistreating you, yeah?
Yes,
So maybe
yeah.
even your dad
Jeez.
thought you want your biological mom, as your mom in the same
You
house with your
know,
biological dad.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe thinking I just don't want this as my mother. I want my mother, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Somehow things worked out, and here I am.
That's very traumatic.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
from
'cause
your
it's
biological
physical
mom
abuse,
going
and it's
through
also
it.
losing them.
Yeah.
And my mother,
Yeah, eventually.
my mother died because she was beaten to death by this man.
Wow.
Yeah, something I got
Oh my
to
God,
learn
goosebumps.
later on.
Uh-huh.
Some traumas, I don't know. My dad didn't tell me. I don't blame him. He was trying to protect me.
Yeah.
I got to learn this, maybe 6 or 5 years ago, that is how my mother died. Because I kept asking him, how did mommy die? And she's like, she was just sick. And then one time I had visited, and when you're just talking with relatives, your aunties, and then they were just speaking in lawyer. I found out. What did you just say?
What did you say?
Yeah. Msasa nomba yehova Jennifer mpaka nafua. I said, that's when I found it really hit me hard.
Yeah.
I think that's when my mother died. For me, I
And then
It
again,
was like going through it again. Because
Yeah.
now the reality of what the actual cause was
Exactly.
hits you now. Again
Yeah.
as an
that's
adult.
when I started mourning my mother, I think.
And that was
to
a-
see that. Sorry, to cut short. I
It's
actually
okay.
never got to see her body. By the time I went, by the time they were telling me that she's dead, they had already buried her. If you show me a picture of my mother right now, I wouldn't know. I don't know how she looks like.
Because you left when you were so young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Because
know how
people's
I don't-
faces start to fade. It's
I
true.
wouldn't
It's
know.
very.
Yeah.
so considering that happened 5-6 years ago, that's very recent, first of all. And that's a whole new trauma on a new level, It's sort of like you have to remember what you had to go through with her, and then what you went through with the other one, what you had to go through with that dad at the time, and then now the fact that she actually passed away, and you didn't get to see her, you didn't even get to know why and how, and then now you hear about this news. First of all, you have a lot to forgive, considering
Yeah.
that happened because of
Yeah.
somebody. And this
By
is
the
your
way, none of it
biological
was
mother.
you.
It wasn't you. It was this guy. So you have to go through the idea of forgiving him, forgiving maybe your dad for not being able to have the strength to tell you sooner than he did, and forgiving your relatives. There's so much forgiveness. The fact that we're talking about the healing process, how is that for you?
It was very hard, honestly.
Uh-huh.
But I think also with my foundation in Christ and my faith in God,
Yeah.
I don't know, also my father being so loving and caring, I think it was easy for me to understand the situation where he was, or the place where he was, that made him not tell me the truth. So it was easy to forgive my father, because when
Yeah.
I spoke to him, I told him exactly, my dad is my best friend. So I just told him, hey, I wish you would have told me the truth, because it really hurts right now to know this. And, we talked about it, and, I was able to forgive him. On the other side, my stepfather is still alive. It was harder for me to forgive him.
Yeah.
It was,
Oh, gosh.
honestly, it was hard. I will not lie, but I actually did. And what that did for me is, it was like a burden, put down. Forgiveness actually is for you and not for the other person.
Yeah.
The more you carry that unforgiveness, it is you who is holding yourself hostage. But the minute you release them, then
It sets you free.
it sets you free. I'm not saying it's easy,
Yeah.
but try as much as you can to do it faster. Forgive them as fast as you can, so you can start on your healing
On your
process.
own healing
Yeah.
process.
Yeah.
And through
Whoa.
the healing process, maybe there's so many people who've gone through the same, okay, not copy and paste, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
but similar traumatic situations. And the question is, how do we deal with the healing process, So when you say you have to forgive them fast and forgive them faster and then start healing yourself,
yeah.
where do you start?
Great.
Of course, God is a good place to start if
Yeah.
you're a believer in Christ.
Yeah.
But again, where are these structures? Where should people run to?
We are going to talk about that
Uh-huh.
really, really quick. But we have the most hype segment. So I'm going to take it to Violetta, because she's going to tell us about tonight on KTN.
Okay.
We'll bounce back real quick, but I'm going to give it over to Violetta Gina, who's going to give us all the tea on socialites, on eCurb, and what to expect tonight on KTN Home. Violetta, to you. How are you doing, girl?
Good morning. How are you doing? It is so cold, but not to worry. I'm here bringing the heat in the cold Nairobi weather. And I must say, those conversations were very intense. And it's really good, actually, to see people reaching out for help, right? To heal the trauma and whatever experiences that we are going through. But anyway, I am here to let you guys know what's happening tonight on KTN. And like we always say, everything that has a beginning most definitely has an end. And tonight it's the grand finale for Miss President, happening from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. There were so many contestants. We have narrowed down to 5. So tonight, do yourself a favor and join the one and only Jimmy Gathu, who will be the host tonight at Queer. So here is a sneak peek of what you should expect from the grand finale tonight on Miss President.
From over 1,000 to 70 to 15 to 5, through the drama, the challenges, laughter, and tears, there will be only one. The winner you choose. Who will the nation vote for? How will the future Miss President react to meeting the current head of state?
Leo asubuhi nilikutana na warembo wengine.
Be part of the dramatic conclusion to this extraordinary journey, live on the season's finale of Miss President on Wednesday from 8 to 9 p.m. only on KTN Home.
All right, be part of the dramatic conclusion. What a better way to say. There is no better way to actually put that line. So get ready tonight, 8 to 9 p.m. Let's see who takes the sweet victory home. And right after that, at 10:45 p.m., I come through with eCurb. And you know what we do right here on eCurb? We bring you the best in the entertainment industry. So here's what you should expect tonight on eCurb. We are at the Alchemist for the Suckers edition, and this time the theme is Glow in the Dark. Suckers lovers, yes, you suckers lovers. If you missed this, then you missed your life. It all happened at the Alchemist this past Saturday, where the nightlife met the performing arts, organized by DJ Case and Sarakasi Trust. With the theme being glow in the dark, the audience was treated to popping accessories and body arts that actually glowed in the dark. How cool is that? Hi! Okay. How are you feeling about the event tonight?
I'm amazing. It's a great event. Not too many people. So we've had a chance just to chill out and enjoy the music. Great vibe going up right here. And the industry is catching up. I mean, the live festival circuit is picking up. And it's great things to come.
All right, guys, you don't want to miss tonight's episode of E-Curve. It's on another level of lit, and also they made me pull an acrobat stunt. Guys, like I was about to die this weekend, but I'm here. So yeah, you cannot miss that episode. And then this coming weekend, a lot more is going to be happening, girls. I have plans for y'all.
Video of the acrobat stunt, and I want us to do
Yeah. Imagine.
trisex
I was
after
over
the
there.
show.
I was like, guys, I'm just a host. I'm not an acrobat, but yeah.
She was lifted up in the air. It was so cool.
It was so cool. It really, really was. But yeah, so this weekend a lot is happening right here in Nairobi. A lot is also happening in Kisumu. Yeah, Ika might be on the road.
Violetta,
Might
I want
be.
a ticket to Kisumu.
But then I said on this show, I don't want friendship for favors. I want like real friends in my life.
Imagine
Alright?
we can get to that. We just have to start with Kisumu.
Okay. All right.
Kuna
So you build a
levels.
foundation.
Yeah, we are just building up.
Yeah. So anyway, like I said, there's a grand concert happening in Kisumu and also here in Nairobi. There is Do City's reopening again, which is quite a good thing, you know, after all the experiences. We're excited for that. There's a rock party, so all my rock fans, where are y'all? You know, I will be there present. Of course, ICAV never ever misses a moment. We have never missed a moment, and we are not about to miss a moment. So stay tuned, watch ICAV all over the road. We will be bringing you nothing but the best in the entertainment industry, like we always do. So I'm gonna see y'all tonight at 10:45 p.m. Cool, guys. Saturdays, right? It's gonna be worth the while. But for now, let me take it back to Susan Joroge and Ann Nixie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Violetta. So we are back with Ruth Matete and Mulamwa, and we had just asked Ruth what structures are there that can help us with the how to overcome these traumas that everybody tends to, you know, at least 1 in every 2 people has experienced a traumatic experience in their lives. So Ruth?
To be very first, you start with yourself. First of all, you need to know that it is not your fault that that person did whatever they did to you, or that you had to go through that traumatic experience. It is not your fault. So you have to forgive yourself, because sometimes you think maybe it's because I did this, that's why this happened to me, or I did this, that's why Daddy did this, or whoever hurt you. It's not your fault. Number 2, you have to understand that you cannot control what people want to do, or what people, how people want to treat you. So if they treated you badly, it is not your fault. It is on them.
Yeah.
So you let it go. It makes it easier for you to forgive them.
Yeah.
And number 3, pray. Again, some experiences are too hard or too harsh for you to go through them alone. You might not have the professional experience or anything like that. Find someone to talk to.
Yeah.
There are rehabilitation centers here. Just go away for a few days or get someone to talk to. I'm not saying specifically a psychiatrist, even just a counselor or someone. Sometimes it just heals to speak it out, even though they don't give you an answer. Just find somewhere to speak it out.
Maybe Mulama, you can tell us, how open do you think men in the society are to talking their issues to somebody else?
You said that like you have an opinion already.
I already know.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, men have been keeping quiet on so many issues that are affecting them because they feel like maybe opening up will like demean them, make them look weaker or something. But it's actually good to open up and speak about what you have gone through and actually get real help from professionals.
Okay.
I think that's the best way. Otherwise, you can also resolve to actually defense mechanisms like the best one being sublimation, whereby if you feel something is hurting you, go out, do something that will actually erase that from the mind. Play football, do comedy.
Yeah,
Just
it
engage
makes you
in-
feel
yeah,
better.
It makes you feel better.
Okay, quickly,
actually.
because now the show has come to a close, I want you guys to tell people where they can find you on social media, and you can tell us more about your music school.
Okay, so on social media, my Instagram account is at Mulamwa. On Twitter too, at Mulamwa. Facebook also, Mulamwa, and mostly on YouTube, Mulamwa. The channel is Mulamwa. I'm not on Snapchat yet.
It's fine.
The first,
Half of us are not on that.
The last time I downloaded Snapchat, I don't know how it ended. You can find me at my school, first of all, Matete Music School at View Park Towers, 20th floor. You can also get a selfie when you come. On Facebook, Ruthie Matete, brackets LUXO, Luxo. Instagram, Ruthie Matete. Facebook, Facebook page also, Ruth Matete. What else? Twitter, Ruth Matete.
Okay.
I
Great.
love the consistency. It's not so hard to
Yeah,
remember.
with the have
Yeah.
different ones.
Guys, you can also find me on Instagram at @Nixie. Please do engage with me. And you can find the KTN Life and Style pages on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And you can always use the hashtag KTN Life and Style to continue the conversation.
Right. So, guys, this is finally the close of the show. My Instagram is Surah Common. My Twitter is @Njoroge_. Thank you so much for being here with us on KTN Life and Style. Have a great Wednesday and stay blessed.